Hello, ladies, gentlemen, witches, wizards, warlocks, and everybody else. Welcome to Randolph the Grey Plays We, the Revolution. This is a poly-slash game that is essentially a political intrigue, every choice you make matters kind of game. And, well, let's just jump into it, right? Before we talk too much. This game really interested me because I'm big into politics, although I bet you there's going to be a ton of cutscenes that we're going to have to make it through. If they're voice acted, I'll let them speak. If they're not... Yes. Son?
I am here.
Good.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
I gave you the best I could.
This is really lovely art. That's good blood.
Why did you disown me?
Ask your mother.
I have your blood in my veins. How could you?
Well, that's the thing. You don't.
Do I mean nothing to you? Why did you grieve for him? He was nothing. I am better than he was. People will follow in my footsteps. Father.
Wow. Wow, that was like... it was really heavy, actually. Holy cow. France, turn of the 18th century. Here we go. Prologue. Man, that was really heavy. I dig it. Like, I'm into it so far. How much of the game will we be listening to? Oh, not so much. Okay, big house. Dude, the Foley and the voice acting in this game is amazing already. Oh, no. Not on the flag, boyo. Not on the flag. Okay, so far, very interesting. Very cool looking so far. I wonder, like, because I bet you, I know this is based on the French Revolution. Raymond de Beauvais, remind me, next time that I want to stop drinking in this cloudy rotgut, remind me before I drink. We are disgracing Themis. Ha! Is someone coming? That's not a French accent. We'll work on that again.
This was bound to happen.
I told you.
Papa, you said we would go. You promised.
Papa has a lot of work. Yes, and a lot of heavy glasses.
You promised me. I can't anymore. I'm fed up with you. Mama is angry because...
Quiet.
Today, your favorite son wanted to prove he was more honorable than his father, so he started a fight. A 5-year-old boy, for God's sake.
Ooh, intriguing.
Our neighbors wanted you to explain that to them, but, well, you were fighting for justice at an inn. Damn you, you bloody drunk.
Oh, pardon me. Mother. I should have muted that, my bad. I'll catch the next one. Documents and letters. Drag and drop documents to manage their layout. Click to display their contents. Events. React to events, ignoring them may have severe consequences. Notebook. Review detailed information about current events, actions, and characters. Wicked. Verdict. Consider the effects and decide the defendant's fate. Interesting. Change the game options. Hierarchy. Review the current balance of power in Paris and your position therein. Now that is going to be interesting. Intrigues. Intrigues are complex conflicts between you and another political character. A defeat may turn out to be disastrous for you. All right, let's try and avoid defeat. Influence points are the main currency in the game. Use them wisely. And notifications. Pay close attention. Yeah. Global modifiers. Some of your decisions and changes in the world of the game may cause global modifiers to come into action. These factors affect relation, reputation, and influence. You can review them in the notebook. Okay, It's our 5-year-old little boy. Question: gather information and influence the jury's attitude by questioning the defendant. Unlock questions. To ask questions, you have to first unlock them in the inquiry linking menu. Okay. It's all right. On track. Back on track. Question effect. Being in the jury's good graces allows you to find out which way they will sway after you have asked a question. Okay, cool. Questions for the defendant. Is this the opposition? No? Okay. Let's check out case file. To Judge Alexis Fidel. We have not expected this kind of behavior from your son, although apparently we should have. Innocent child's play turned into an assault on our children. The younger one, Antoine, now has chipped front tooth. We hope that you will punish the child accordingly. Should the situation repeat itself, we will react more decisively. I am sure we can deal with a gambler and drunkard. Even if he is a judge, we will not let our children be hurt. Interesting. Files, charges, and facts. This will make it easier for you to unlock questions for the defendant. Unlock questions. Finding links. Find the correct links to unlock questions for the defendant. Choose a line of inquiry and link it to the right category. Oh, this seems really cool. Chances, well, linking lines of inquiry and categories, you can make a limited number of mistakes. If you make too many mistakes, the whole system will become locked. Super cool. Possible mistakes. Okay. Traps. Some cases may contain traps. Read through the files thoroughly to find the line of inquiry that are irrelevant. Okay. Chipped tooth. Okay, so what if we link fighting children and what if we link child? Wait, what? Extenuating circumstance. Okay. What? This is so much more heavy than I was ready for. Let's check out the hierarchy. I'm way down at the bottom. I'm a judge. Okay. Verdict. Okay, notebook. Relations. Negative relations with factions mean negative consequences for you. Reputation. Reputation impacts everything in the world of the game. Faction, family, relations, the audience's attitude, the fervor in the sections, and even the ability to persuade other characters. And influence points. We have a set amount of influence points per day. In the future, you'll be able to increase this limit. I don't want to give my son the death penalty, my 5-year-old son. But we definitely are going to punish him for being a bad boy. Make your decision. Each action you may require a different number of influence points and have different chance of success. Consider them carefully. Intimidate parents. Let's talk eye to eye or ignore. Neighborhood gossip. Your addictions are no longer a secret. The fact that other children are bullying your son because of them is a minor problem. But who is spreading these rumors? It is likely to be one of their parents. They could have whispered into their children's ear whom they shouldn't play with and why. They might even have spiced up the story with a lie, but who will hear it? But who will hear it next? Let's talk eye to eye. Wait, did I not do it? Let's talk eye to eye. Influence points -1. Did I get anything for that? I don't know. I don't think so. Let's talk eye to eye, or I can... Okay, I've already decided to do that. Let's review this again. Okay. Antoine has a chipped tooth. Innocent child's play turned into an assault on our child. Okay. So child's play, course of events. We'll do chipped tooth victim. We'll do we'll do fighting children, extenuating circumstance, course of events, and we'll do injured Antoine victim. Dude, we're so smart. I just killed it. Okay. How did your play turn into a fight? Now, my son, how did your play turn into a fight?
Our neighbors, Antoine and Jane, they were saying mean things about you. We were playing guards, and they asked me to pretend to be a drunkard whom they would, You were fighting both of them at once? I had to. Aw, what a brave boy. What exactly were they saying? Are you too drunk to guess? Oh, I was not asking you. Is that my brother? They were yelling that you are, well, I told them that it's not true, and they started calling me names. They called me a drunkard son. We'll work on that French accent, and I'm sure it'll come in and out. Who started the fight?
I can tell you who ended it.
I think it was me. I kicked the one on the left and then wanted to go on the right, but they ended it. They knocked me to the ground and paid me back for hitting them.
Did you really break Antoine's tooth?
Frederick is just a child. I don't know. I don't think so.
Did you hit him in the face?
I think I kicked him, but not that hard.
Interesting. Well, we got all the stuff that we need to know. Notebook's not going to help us here, so I guess we go to verdict. Make the most important decision. Condemn the defendant or deem them not guilty. Signature, legitimize your verdict. Is that it? All I can do is say yes or no. Well, let's give him a guilty. Unfortunately, you should not start fights regardless of the reason. That's good parenting. Look. You can be mad at me all you want, but that's just good parenting. Those children are so small and they already know the truth. The father of my children is a lying drunk and a gambler. Bernard used to worship you, but he soon grew up. Now it is Frederick's turn to learn the truth that echoes in the streets. And you, Raymond? You're supposed to be my husband's mentor. Is that what you wanted to teach him? How to repeat your mistake and lose his family?
I am unaware that Matilda had such a temper.
As was I. We will wait outside as always. All right, Tootie. We don't really have much music in this game. Oh, there it is.
Paris.
Liberté!
We were enchanted by the idea of freedom.
Nous êtes enchantés avec l'idée de...
We could not resist it.
Paix? No, that's peace.
On ne peut pas résister.
Whole families took to the streets. France was never so happy.
I'm not so sure about that, yo.
We were enchanted by the idea of freedom.
That's aggressive. All right, Act 1. So the prologue, we were like, hey, kid, don't beat up people. I don't know. Maybe I wonder if there's actually any like consequences for that one. Or if that one was just like this is how the game works. It was pretty hard to screw that one up. All right, expected sentence. Find out which verdict is expected by the factions and your close ones. Okay, prison, common folk, and your family. Acquittal. They want acquittal from the revolutionaries. Okay. Let's peek at these case files. Compiled by Charles Etienne. One of the local merchants, Guy Daniel, went to the National Guard station near the halls. With a raised voice, he stated that the owner of a neighboring stall had purposely poured wood tar into his barrel of herring. For this supposed crime, Daniel demanded a proper punishment. Soldiers went to the halls and established that the herrings did indeed tasted awful. It's just in like a legal document. Confirmed. The herring, which always tastes like poo-poo, tasted even more like poo-poo. Since there was no evidence of the crime, they did not take any action. A few hours later, the guards returned to the halls. This time, it was the formerly accused Jean Courby who called for them, and there was a plethora of evidence on site, the clearest being Daniel himself smashing his neighbor's stall with a long wooden pole in front of the witnesses. Okay, so one of the local merchants, Guy... the owner of a neighborhood stall had purposely poured wood tar into his barrel of herring. That's the important part. The clearest being Daniel himself smashing his neighbor's stall with a long wooden pole in front of witnesses. Okay. Take a peek at... oh, wait. There's another page to this one, it looks like. Oh, no. There's just 2 questions I can glean from this one. And let's peek at the other one. I would like to report that Citizen Corby does not pay the city for his stall. Furthermore, he openly criticizes the new rule when talking to his clients. The new rule. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's start here. Wooden pole was an instrument of crime, I believe. As well as... Oh. Can't click on wood tar. That's fair. Stall next to the entrance. Old denunciation. Counter-revolutionary propaganda. Okay. Old denunciation should be... No. Stall. Oh. Give me that back. Give me that back. Stall next to the entrance is crime scene. And old denunciation is counter-revolution. Bingo bango. The jury has not revealed its verdict. Okay. Rapport. A protocol. Review the trial's records. There are no records. Joke's on you. Let's take a peek in the notebook. We have done none of these things again yet. So, the revolutionaries like us a little bit, and the common folk don't seem to like us a ton. But they don't hate us either. How's the hierarchy doing? We're still at the bottom? Yeah. Oh, Robespierres at the top. Uh-oh. You know what happens to that guy. Neighborhood gossip. The father had a rare episode of foolishness when he decided to stand up to someone stronger, threatening him with a fist and showing his children they are safe by his side. He did not listen to your arguments. Furthermore, he gave a precise description of where you can shove them. -2 reputation, hey? We don't let this slide. We don't let that go. We're gonna hire some thugs. I know that that's probably a bad call.
Your name? Junior, fresh fish since 1772. And a vandal since yesterday? I'm not proud of what I did, but enough is enough.
Really? Like when 6 months ago you stole 8 francs from my revenue?
Some urchin took that from your pockets while you were...
Silence. You shall not speak until questioned. Jury. Systematically opposing the opinion of the jury may lead to serious consequences. So the jury's not vibing? Okay, let's ask some questions. What products does Citizen Courby sell? Fruit and vegetables. And you sell fish. Straight from Yport et Petit Dael. Yport? I see. Then why did one of you come to the halls with wood tar and the other with a wooden pole? Citizen.
I don't remember. That stick must have been lying near the stall. Courby, however, clearly planned his actions.
Interesting. It would appear that your conflict has continued for some time now.
It all started when that scoundrel placed his stall where mine should be, next to the entrance. It wasn't your place. You took it after old Choquet. Silence. And you have not been able to reach an agreement ever since? Now I think of it, it may have started even earlier. Jean once refused to pay for a red mullet taken by his wife.
Oh no, that ain't good, bringing his wife into this.
My whole family fell ill because of that rotten carcass. You should be happy I didn't... Must I repeat myself? Be quiet or you will both be in more trouble than you already are.
Okay, so it seems like they're thinking prison right now.
We have found your denunciations of Citizen Courby. Why did you write it?
He did it because I started selling sprats.
Shut up already, Monsieur le Juge. I just wanted to help the city. Every stallholder pays for the place in the halls. Courby should have to pay too.
I mean, that's relatively reasonable. Hold on, I don't think this game is loud enough. Oh no, I just skipped through a whole bunch of stuff. Shoot. Wait, what? This is not what I wanted. Get me back in. Sorry about that. Sorry, guys. I just had to turn the volume up. Please, like, just put me right where we were. Or one conversation prior. Expected to... Okay. Good. This is good to know, because we already know all this stuff, so we'll just be quick about it. Crime scene. Old denunciation. Wait. Counter-revolutionary. Counter-revolution. Cool. We'll just get all that out of the way. Yes. Check. We are still hiring the thugs. Get all that out of the way. Your name. Yeah. So, we're just going to skip ahead Yeah. We'll just skip ahead to what did he sell? It would have, well, yep. All right, we have found your, okay.
We have found your denunciation. This is in Corby. Why did you write it? As you Corby, you should pay too. You liar and crook. Don't you remember hiding from the royal collector at the butcher's? Silence. I was trying to avoid royal taxes. You only started after beginning of the revolution.
You only started after the beginning of the revolution. Oh.
Be quiet, both of you.
Interesting. So we're right in the middle right now. Come closer. Ooh. Questions for the witness. Is it true that you took Guy Digneau's place at the Hall of Entrance? Do you really dispute the new order? Okay. So we only get to ask them one. We're going to ask them this one, I think.
He took the place first from a dead merchant. I only did the same at a convenient time.
What was your first conflict?
In the late 70s, when that tight-fisted churl asked me to lend him 30 francs, he took me 2 years to get it back.
Citizen Digneau, I can see that you wish to add something, but please refrain from doing so. Why did you have wood tar with you that day? Or a few hours passed between Citizen Digneau's visit to the station and your vandalism.
Why did you have wood tar with you that day?
I sell fruit, but my suppliers sometimes buy wood tar because it repels pests.
Why did you pour it into Citizen Digneau's barrel?
I did nothing of the sort. He probably poured it in himself so as to denounce me again. Liar! Calm down.
What do you think? What? Whoa, how did we get to prison? Really? I asked him the wrong question? I really wanted to free this guy. Oh, shucks. Oh, shucks. The jury wants prison. I asked the wrong question. Oh, shucks. Okay. Okay, I'm going for risk of being removed from the office. Okay, we're going for the common folk. For this one. On this one only because I screwed up the questioning. I really did want to go revolutionary and free him.
It seems the Parisians will have to start buying fish elsewhere, Citizen Digneau. I sent you to prison for vandalism. Better warn the guards, they won't have an easy life.
I do not believe the people will be happy with such a severe penalty.
Wait, what? Really? I thought the people were happy. Moving on. After a trial, click to move on to the next part. Really? I screwed it up? I thought the people would be happy with that decision. Is that literally not what it said?
May I remind you that you promised to join me? I have a feeling that tonight's moon favors gamblers.
Though it does not favor spouses.
God should grace us with wives who understand the importance of an evening game of dice. They should also know that the right amount of wine guarantees a lucky roll.
I should go home.
Bringing a judge to the game will benefit other players, surely not cheat.
Oh, okay, so if we go with him, he'll make some money.
That is not a strong argument. My name is Jacques-Louis David. I am but a humble painter, not a silver-tongued judge.
You are a sly politician, Jacques.
As a politician, I understand the importance of keeping promises, and you, my friend, are trying to get out of yours.
Oh, shucks. Go home. Go home. Go home. Keep your promise. I mean, I'm a man of my word. But, like, I also should love my family. I'm a man of my word.
But only for a short while.
Yeah, I'm a family man for sure, but also we are a man of our word in this game. Ooh, look at the drinks, having a good time, partying it up. Oh no. It seems we have perturbed our wife once again. I don't understand why this is such a big deal. Do we do this a lot? Are we a terrible husband? Oh, man.
The moon favors gamblers.
Uh-oh. I think I may have done something I will soon regret.
What?
Oh, she's pissed. You can berate me as you always do, Frederick.
Sometimes imagines you as a deep-sea sailor. He dreams that you visit distant countries, have wonderful adventures, and one day you'll return and tell us about them. But all I see is a man on a lifeboat, and one of your oars is broken. A furious storm churns up huge waves that are fated to devour you, and I'm standing on the edge of a cliff, holding a makeshift lamp. Your children have already forgotten about you. They are far, far away. Your father died of old age. Your drinking companions now play cards with new friends.
But not you.
No. I am still standing on the shore, hoping that your boat does not sink, that vision is not so distant either. Your sons are still young, but the storm has already begun if you don't turn around now.
Good night.
Again, I would like to point out how beautiful this art style is. Look at her facial expressions. Even her facial expressions show how angry she is at him.
Before the storm creates the highest wave, you'll have to bow before it, alone. It will force you to become meek, and nobody will be there to see it.
That was so incredibly... That was such a strong monologue. The influence of your actions in court. Choose an action from the left panel. Family actions. Upon returning home, you can decide how would you like to spend the rest of your day. Various affections. Each action will affect the other members in your family, as well as their attitude towards you. Each character's attitude can provide you with or deprive you of certain bonuses, reputation, or relations with factions. Youngest son. Your youngest son is special. His attitude makes the other family members like you slightly more. Take good care of him. After various important events, you may find yourself with an action forced upon you. On this day, you become the victim of your own decisions. Oof. You went to David's to play cards, so I can't do any of these things. Interesting. Oops. My bad. Look, we learn. We're just learning. Okay. Okay. I understand. Let me accept. That was weird.
I'm so sorry.
Today, the people of Paris commemorate Jacques-Guillaume Simoneau, mayor of Etampes. He was lynched by a furious mob for performing his duties to France. This march shall symbolize the unity of our society and the hope that the most violent stage of the revolution is past us. Let us make sure that no other loyal servant of France becomes a victim of such hatred ever again. King Louis XVI.
Simoneau was a good, loyal officer. Those bastards lynched him for observing the law. Will you join me at the march?
We will consider joining you at the march, but we will consider joining you at the march next time. I'm going to play a little bit more of this game today, but I think 29 minutes or so, give or take, is a good amount for the first video. As always, please leave me a comment or leave me a like if you liked it. Leave me a comment to let me know what you'd like to see more of or what you think I'm doing wrong. And as always, hit that subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss anything else from me ever again. Peace.